He
Yo.
is. Hey.
Hello, there you are. Oh, so now you see
Hey.
me. How you doing there, my dear?
Hi. I'm good. How are
I'm doing pretty,
you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was
You know,
got home go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. You got home?
I got home, like figure I get on the computer, see what's going on. I heard that you were alive. I figure it's been a while since I checked out any of your streams, so I figure it's been a while since I've been on your stream. So I
Yes.
figure I'd join in, say hi.
Hello. Nice meeting you. What's your name?
Dr. Earl W. Brown.
Is that stolen valor or are you actually a doctor?
No, it's actually the name came about because of the comparisons I used to get as Doctor Who. People used to say I looked like Doctor Who back in the
Oh.
day around the night at some of the clubs I used to go to because I would often dress like a combination of the third and fourth doctors. So I used to often wear a trench coat at times.
Were you really
Sometimes
into Doctor Who?
I did watch a lot of some of the episodes with Tom Baker on it on when it was on
Ah.
syndicated TV before I used to go to work.
Yeah. You know, have you
It
ever
was
been
most
told your
interesting.
voice is like butter?
Wow, nice. Is that a good thing?
Yes, it is.
Oh, oh,
Doctor.
nice. Good to hear that. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, so tell me about yourself.
Well, I currently live in Florida. I moved here back in December 2022 from Texas. We was
Ah,
all living in the Conroe area. We decided to make the move over here, for business reasons, family reasons. My brother-in-law
lots
who
of
lives with
reasons.
us, and well, my sister. Yep. I figures we enjoyed Texas, but it's also time to check out other states just as well. And this is one of the states we decided to check out. It's pretty good so far.
Yeah, it must be really hot over
Very
there right
good.
now, huh?
It is hot, especially in the daytime. Now the nighttime is not so bad, but that's how it is usually around the summertime, and which
Exactly.
regardless of whichever state that you're in. Yeah,
Exactly. Wow. Well,
yeah.
so you're a family man, huh?
Well, basically, I live on my sister, my brother-in-law, and my oldest nephew. I have no kids myself, so
Why is that?
well, because I don't really see myself as the father figure. I'm too much of
A
a bad boy to
free
become a father
spirited.
figure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could tell.
pretty much. Yeah, yes, pretty much. Yeah, I don't think I could walk into a some sort of a family picnic wearing a Motorhead t-shirt. So, but then again, there are people out there wearing Cannibal Corpse shirts, and they have kids and wives and such. So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
what do I
Cannibals
know?
are also, fathers and
Yeah,
sometimes. So,
yeah, that's true.
how old are you?
If I told you, would you freak out?
No, of course not.
Okay, I'm 58 years old.
58?
58.
Well, you don't look a day over 48.
I know a lot of people were surprised when I tell them my age. Like one time I was in Ybor, which is near the Castle nightclub that I occasionally go to. A couple of the kids were asking me, "Excuse me, how old are you?" I told them I'm 58 years old. It's like, "Oh my gosh, you are a vampire," because of the
Oh,
way I
you're a
was dressed that night.
vampire, you're Doctor Who, you're, you even look, you're a bad boy. Man, you
I
lived
know,
so
pretty
many
much.
lives.
Pretty much, I'm like considered the rock and roll time lord when you think about it.
I could tell. Yeah, yeah, you have the style. Look at that
Yeah,
shirt.
thank you very much. I know, yes. All we need now is to get this. In fact, let me go over here and show you something that I'm planning on have done by the nearby clothing alterations place. Check this trench coat out there. It's kind of
Oh my
study you may see
goodness.
here.
It's giving
Yeah,
Elvis.
It's kind of like a rock and roll heavy metal Rob Halford type of trench coat. And I
Mm.
think I'm going to have this little thing added on at the tailor nearby where I work, and a couple
What a
other things.
stylish man.
Thank you. Well, basically, I kind of like to style my clothing when I go out in public, other than mostly at the clubs. Excuse me, I'm fumbling by my words.
You know who you
When I go
remind me
out to a
of?
club, oh,
There's a character on Love on the Spectrum named Steve. Have you watched that
Love and
before?
Spectrum.
Yeah, Love on the Spectrum.
No, I haven't.
Wait, was his
I
name
never
Steve?
heard of that until now.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
he was so
sure.
sweet. He was one of my favorite characters.
Oh, is it like a TV show
Yeah,
or
it's a reality
anime
show.
show? I guess. I see there. Which channel is it on?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay, because everything is on Netflix, and so the only way I'm not surprised. Well, I should probably check that out now that you mention it sometime.
Yeah, you should. You might learn some things.
All right. Right.
Yeah. So growing up, what was it like for you?
Well, growing up, I'm a Michigan native. I lived in 3 areas. I grew up in, I was born in Detroit. We later moved to Roseville for a good number of years. Me, my sister, mom, and dad. And then some things came about, and we moved to Richmond, where I lived there on my own for about 8 years. And my girlfriend at the time recommended I move to
You
back
have
to
such a
Detroit to live
great
with her.
memory. You know, I don't even know how long it was in places for.
Oh wow, yeah. Then I was invited to come back to Detroit, to find some
Wait,
work,
I have
but
a
unfortunately there
question.
was no work.
I have a question because
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's, concerned about the locations that you're at, but what was your favorite time period? Like the 70s, 80s,
My
90s?
Oh, 80s, because there was a lot of great music, a lot of great TV shows, a lot of great styles around that period. I remember used to watch
How old were
Miami
you?
Vice a lot.
20s?
Well, actually, I was when I was watching Miami Vice, I was about 19 or 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. And what was like the culture like back then?
Well, the culture back then, it was like you could probably look on YouTube to see all the styles, how everything was back then. Back then, we didn't have cell phones; we had dial telephones. There was not much
some
internet.
technology.
In fact, it was hard.
So how would you
There was
like
some
go meet
technology.
people back then?
Well, I would meet people usually at nightclubs like the Ritz in Roseville or New York, whichever band was playing there at that time, or they would come approach and say hi to me. It was vice versa, A couple of times I was introduced to this individual, that individual. It was a pretty interesting period there.
Oh, okay.
And great music as well.
And what do you think of this period where people are meeting through Twitch TV and Discord?
It's pretty good. I've talked to a couple good guys while we're waiting on to get on this call. In fact, I think he messaged me on Discord, and I'm still trying to fight it, but it's pretty good. It's good meeting new people there. You try to gain a lot of subscribers to your channel and everything else. It's good.
So, for how long have you been watching Twitch for?
Well, I don't really watch Twitch that much. I usually come on the weekends, whatever you're on, DJ Melting Girl, or a lady that I follow. Her name is Ash Rose, who's the Gothic wrestling journalist.
Oh, you like wrestling too?
I like some wrestling, but I usually like to go to the highlights of the matches, like what happens after the match when these wrestlers get into a fight outside of the ring, or the drama between Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. I usually go cut to the chase for those type of situations. Because a lot of times when I used to watch wrestling, I had to wait for the end of this match, for
How
this
come?
situation to
Have you
come
had a
up.
girlfriend before, or a wife?
I had, and no, I never been married. I had a lot of girlfriends.
When?
Really, I'm seeing no one at the moment. Well, the last girlfriend I was involved in, she basically told me that there were a lot of opportunities in Detroit, so I moved back within her area there around Mexican Town by I-75. But unfortunately, there was no hiring at the time, and this was around 2012. So for a whole year and a half, I was only collecting unemployment money, which the highest I was getting bi-weekly was
Wait, how old were you?
$420. How old was I at that time?
Yeah.
I was in my 40s, yes.
Okay. So your last girlfriend was like 20 years ago or 10 years ago?
Well, something like 10 years ago, and the fallout between her and I was not a good one. In fact, when I moved out of Michigan to Texas, be with my sister, brother-in-law, and oldest nephew, a lot of people were talking to me over the phone, and they said, "Dude, you got screwed," because basically I did. She decided to go back to her ex-boyfriend, who originally dumped her to play the fields more than his guitar chords. And she went back to him. They're now married. No, she doesn't really post anything on her Facebook page. She kind of like keeps herself in distance from everybody. She's like a damn hermit. I don't even remember what last time she looked like.
Do you keep tabs on her Facebook page?
Well, sometimes I go to see what's going on with her, but she doesn't really post anything on her page. I guess you gotta add her as a friend to become friends with her to find out what really is going on. But at this point, you know, she kind of gave me the screw job.
You still look at
No,
it?
about 10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
No,
Okay.
10 years.
Okay, that's better.
10 years, yeah. This was in 2012 when she decided to dump me to go back to her ex-boyfriend.
Damn.
And the worst of it is there was no place I could really there was no place I could really go, because one of the owners of the house was demanding I give her money for a child that's not even mine. She was one of those women who felt like she was entitled to things, like
you're
this
gonna
money
pay
from
child
that person.
support for someone else's kid.
Exactly. She was well, she was expecting at that time, and her idea was like, whoever had money in their pocket, fork it over. Doesn't matter who, which from which. Everybody helps one another, but yeah, whenever I needed some help, sorry, no can do, can't help you, dude. You know, so basically I had to get out of that situation. This was in the smack dab in the middle of Detroit.
Oh.
So I was very happy to leave that whole state of Michigan behind, because it was in a terrible state.